I'm Dr. Marilyn Powers, and I'm so excited that we are connecting today. When we share our dreams, we share the story of our life. When we share our dreams, we make connection to the intuitive genius within us, our authentic self, the creator and author of our dreams, our lifetime companions, knows our history. Everyone dreams, no matter where you were born, grow up, or live today. Knows where we are in our current life, the predicaments, our hopes, our desires, and is aware of how the future is unfolding for us. Today, Steve Villoni, the co-founder of Dream Central, is managing the chat. And so we want to know what you are thinking, sharing your comments, and most important, becoming transparent and sharing a dream, either from childhood or recently, or perhaps this morning, anticipating Dream Central Live and having the opportunity to share your dream. I want to mention how last Tuesday we were able to get notice from Amazon that Dreams, the Story of Your Life, and Inner Guide and Journal was released in hardcover, soft, and on Kindle. What was amazing was that 150 pages of Dreams, the Story of Your Life, are there for your dream journal, for you writing and recording and giving continuity to the unfoldment of your inner journey with your dreams. Of course, there are guidelines how to set the dream journal up, how to recall and remember your dreams.
Hello from Sandy.
Sandy, what are you saying? I'm so happy to connect with you today.
She says she supports you and Marilyn. She knows we had some trouble here.
Thank you. It's wonderful when we receive reassurance. Everything is perfect, even if we need to correct something. As I was saying about dreams, the story of your life, that in this journal, in the book, we are able to record and recall our dreams. I remember at 27, when I was at the Jung Institute studying in Zurich, Switzerland. I attended all the courses, learned about the history of dreams, how to interpret their meaning. However, at the Jung Institute, the focus wasn't academic. It was existential and personal, recording and recalling and creating your dream journal, and then having the opportunity to share your dreams and have them analyzed and discussed. Because remember, interpreting your dreams is really connecting your social identity with your authentic self. And the inner guidance system in our dreams is nightly and daily, personally giving us feedback and experiences that are important for our healing and growth. I mentioned today that I was going to be sharing with you about, and I'm turning to the page now, lucid dreaming and precognitive dreams. What is important here to understand is that lucid dreaming is when you are asleep and in the dream state, and you are conscious and awake. You are at choice. You can interact with the different parts of your dream. You can make decisions. You are alert and focused. I had a dream when I was in Scottsdale, Arizona, many years ago, which was precognitive and lucid. In the dream, I was confronted by a German shepherd. I was alone and scared in the dream. I felt threatened. However, because I was lucid dreaming, I had a choice to collapse, to feel overwhelmed by fear, or speak out loud to the German shepherd. I chose to speak, to have a voice. You can't threaten me. Back off. I affirmed it again. You can't threaten me. Back off. He hears my command and withdraws. Now, for many years, I had big fears about German shepherds and large dogs. I had recurring dreams where I was alone with no one to protect me. I can remember when I was working at Oberlin College one day, my daughters, twin girls, and I, they were age 9, walked to the square in downtown. At a certain point, it was time for me to go back and prepare dinner. However, there were these large dogs off their leashes running around the square. I felt paralyzed. I couldn't move. And then I had an intuitive flash. I asked Ingrid to come beside me and hold my left hand. I asked Rebecca to hold my right hand, feeling their physical presence and closeness. I felt I could walk with them step by step, feeling connected to their love and strength, gave me the strength and courage to walk across the square and come home and make dinner. How wonderful. Sometimes we receive a hand that strengthens us. We make the connection we need to move forward and not collapse. Now, years later in Scottsdale, when I have this dream and stand up to the German shepherd, my intuitive genius, the author and creator of my dreams, connected me to my power to communicate and stand up and say to the German Shepherd, "You can't threaten me. Back off." Now, within 24 hours, the next morning, I decided to take a walk by myself, which is unusual since I was in a strange neighborhood where I knew no one. As I was walking through the neighborhood, suddenly a big, dark German Shepherd bolted out on the sidewalk and was snarling and barking at me. I was scared, but I remembered the lucid dream from the night before. I held my ground. "You can't threaten me. Back off." At that moment, the owner, a woman, called the dog back to her home, and I stood trembling, my thighs feeling like jelly. I turned around and walked home, a relief. I actually faced my worst fear. I felt the fear, I felt threatened, and I had the connection from inside to hold my ground. "You can't threaten me. Stand back."
Why don't you ask Sandy if she has a question today?
Who has a question?
Ask Sandy if she might have a question for you.
Sandy, do you have a question for me? Sandy?
No.
She's listening, although this past week in our Dream Interpretation Theories series, Sandy was a guest and shared a dream that she had recalled a couple of weeks ago when we were in Alaska and wanted to have Steve and I, together with her, to interpret her dream. Sandy, can you say anything, share how that experience went for you? It was a positive experience, and we were so happy to have the
Oh,
conversation.
she says it was wonderful.
She says it was wonderful. Thank you. You were wonderful. And it was a special dream of Sandy and her mother being in a cathedral and Sandy feeling a positive connection to her mother.
She says she learned much.
She says she learned much. We're here today to hear from you live and to make connection with you. We want to invite you to join our Dream Interpretation series. We would love to have you as a guest, as we had Sandy. The video you can all have access to at Dream Central now. We invite you to have a dream circle or designate some friendship in which you can share your dreams. We also encourage you to watch our series, Dreams and Travel. We have a beautiful video at Hubbard Glacier, one about the raven, and an amazing experience before and after the earthquakes in Alaska. We are so happy to be here today. If you appreciate it, please push the like button. And if you choose to be a subscriber, we would be delighted. Thank you so much.